What's up, guys? My name is Grady. I listen to country music on this channel and react to it and sometimes review it. Hopefully a little bit of both. Today I'm going to check out a song called Kenny Chesney's All the Pretty Girls. Kenny Chesney's can be kind of hit or miss for me. Sometimes he releases things that I really like. Sometimes I'm just like, dude, you got to drop this whole like Jimmy Buffett act thing. There's a sad reality in country music that once you kind of find a lane that hits, the label is not very accepting of you going outside of that sometimes. So I imagine he's under a lot of pressure, and I imagine he wants to keep his whole crew and his big touring infrastructure paid, and so it kind of pays the bills to make these Margaritaville type songs. Kenny Chesney has lately been a little bit outspoken, though, about the state of country music, and I really did like a few songs on his last record a ton. I always like a few songs on his records a lot. I mean, The Good Stuff was one of the songs that got me into country music in the first place. But I really like Save It for a Rainy Day. That's one of my favorite singles in the past couple years. So I'm excited to hear this. I don't know anything about it. I haven't even looked it up yet. So let's find out if it's even, on the internet and all that. Let's give it a listen. So it's like rocking kind of. It reminds me of Young so far.
All the pretty girls said I hate my hair, talking to the mirror in their underwear.
That's a funny line. All the pretty girls say, I hate my hair, talking to the mirror in their underwear.
All the lost boys said I just got paid. All the lost boys said I wanna get laid. The whiskey went to my head. Shut up and kiss me, all the pretty girls said.
This is interesting, because at first I thought, like, oh, is Kenny just going to tell us what all the girls think? Kind of like that Dierks Bentley song that I didn't like a while ago about different for girls, but I like that he's articulating what the guys think, too. The chorus is doing something interesting here where he says that he's listing all the things that all the pretty girls said, but you don't get that sort of twist of like, I'm coming over, I'm gonna like party, I'm gonna do all these things. It sounds like Kenny is the one saying those things himself, and then it takes that little twist at the end where he says, that's what all the pretty girls said. But I kind of like that it rides both sides of the fence where, because this is a mutual thing, this is about like when you're kind of young and stupid and in love and wanting to party and wanting to hook up. And so he's owning a side of it, and I feel like you're getting the guy perspective where it's I'm coming over and doing all this stuff. But then it does take the twist where it says all the pretty girls said, but I feel like it works for both. And it's kind of, yeah, I've said my point.
Kiss me, all the pretty girls said.
That's a very popular beat.
All the 17, all the high rollers busy placing their bets.
I like that we're getting away from gender in this last verse and just getting into just like, this is what 17-year-olds think. So it makes sense that this song reminded me of Young. Fun. That's a pretty fun song. I like that song. That's like a pretty fun song and a clever lyric, and I like that the first verse kind of builds logically. Let me look it up just so I'm not quoting nothing. Yeah, I really like this thing that happens at the beginning of the song where it says, all the pretty girls said pick me up at 8. All the pretty girls said I'm going to LA. I like that. And then he says, and all the lost boys said I just got paid. All the lost boys said I want to get laid. So it's sort of fun because you get the girl side and you get the guy side. Those are the first two stanzas. I just think it kind of builds nicely where it says, I'm home for the summer, shoot out the lights, don't blow my cover, I'm free tonight, I'm coming over, call your friends. Somebody hold me, all the pretty girls said. So it feels very much like a teenage boy wrote this. Who wrote this? Nicole Gallion, Tommy Lee Jones, Josh Osborne. Yeah, it's sometimes you get these songs that feel, I think of like Scotty McCreery's The Trouble with Girls. Sometimes you'll hear these country songs that feel like it was written by like a panel of old men, like just thinking about girls and this weird kind of genteel 1970s sort of ideal. And this doesn't feel like that. This just feels like, yeah, here's a bunch of horny young kids and kind of what they think about. And so it's got a touch of nostalgia, but it's also got some humor in the nostalgia, and that makes it a lot more appealing to me, and not this kind of strange chauvinism that I think can sometimes go in songs thinking about when you've got like an older country guy singing about young women. I don't know if that's coherent. It's 1 a.m. Why am I making a video right now? I don't know. I just wanted to. I was just in a filming mood. I really like it. This really reminds me a lot of Young by Kenny Chesney, and I wonder what the beat of Young is. I just want to hear it and see if it's that same. Oh, here we go. It's a related video. Yeah, kind of. It doesn't have that double hit, but... Oh my gosh. So, I mean, y'all can hear that. This is Young Part 2. Like I said at the beginning of the video, if something works, sometimes people stick to it. That said, Young is a good album, and at this point of country music, you know, as we're getting this kind of like R&B rap craze, just having like this sort of happy southern rock, that feels very traditional in a weird way to me. And this song's nice, and it's fun, and Kenny Chesney's been around for a million years, and he's probably going to be around for a million years, and so it ain't the worst thing in the world. So I am team All the Pretty Girls. That's a fun song. Let me know what you want me to hear next, and I'll see you guys soon with another review. Okay, bye.